Technology has opened up a world of information for educators, but sorting through it, learning a new system, integrating technology in the classroom can seem overwhelming. It doesn't have to be. There's a solution for Texas. TENET adds order and meaning to the use of the internet in the classroom.
TENET really is a community of educators. The name TENET means they share a common belief, a group of people who are really working to improve education.
We're an organization designed to help teachers find information, but TENET is more than just information, or more of a community in the sense that we help them use the information.
It's all on one page. You just go there and you have access to the latest research, you have access to good lesson plans, you have access to talking to other people.
The day after the Berlin Wall goes down, you can have testimonies from people who were there. It is real-time, relevant information at your fingertips, literally.
We can go to Saturn with Cassini. We can go to Jupiter with Galileo. We can go to the moon with the Lunar Prospector. In fact, we can look right inside the hearts of volcanoes with volcano cams in New Zealand. We can bring the world to the classroom.
It's nice being able to use TENET on my computer at home, because by the end of the day I'm tired and I want to come home. I can relax and be comfortable and still gather my information and be ready for the next day.
You could do all of your research at home. That's what I found has been the greatest plus, and the most current research. It's not just information, but it's the most current information from different sources.
It's all now organized or presented in a way that's much more graphical and hopefully intuitive for them, so that they don't have to waste a lot of time, because teachers don't have that in the classroom.
TENET offers its members many features that complement their lesson plans. For example, teachers can find resources to support specific Texas essential knowledge and skills.
We have worked with our community, our educators, to locate web resources that are correlated specifically to those texts.
We did our best to annotate resources so that before you actually link to a resource, you have a good idea of whether or not this is what you're looking for and this is going to be useful in support of your curriculum.
The texts are broken down individually, and under each, highlighted in yellow, are links to specific websites that'll be helpful in teaching that particular knowledge or skill.
Teachers don't have time to teach things that are not quite relevant. We've got to focus on those educational resources that support the text in our classroom.
Perhaps the most valuable resources TENET offers are the people who make up the TENET community. Through the Educators Forum, you can collaborate with other members who teach a similar subject.
The forum was mainly developed to allow the educational community to exchange ideas and to exchange feedback.
Email is limited to my address book and who I know. What the forum opens up for me is all the people I don't know who may have answers.
You have people on there who are experts within certain fields, and teachers can sit there and do a collaboration with somebody who is very knowledgeable in an area.
In different sections of the forum, you may initiate topics for discussion, conduct surveys and polls, post a calendar of discussions, and collaborate on documents. Another feature of TENET is the search engine that has been expertly customized to link only with websites that are relevant to Texas K-12 curriculum.
If an educator is working with a class of students and teaching them how to search for information on the internet, they can use the TENET search engine and find that information without the fear of coming across information that would be deemed improper.
TENET has really revolutionized my job as a librarian. In the past, we were confined to the resources that we had in the library, and now that we can use the TENET search engine, we have a library without walls.
The search engine of TENET is specifically designed for educators. It is designed to screen out inappropriate or irrelevant sites for education.
TENET offers many new online resources, but email is still the most popular way for teachers to connect with one another.
On the internet, you really never know who you're talking to. You don't know who's behind that name. And one of the opportunities that you have with your TENET account is the identification of who you are. You are identified as a member of an educational community.
TENET EDU identifies us as Texas educators. That's part of my identity.
It is your identity that you can take with you as you move from district to district.
We're just a lot more efficient with the technology. It does require a lot of training, and it requires a lot of support for everyone.
We've done some extensive training of our teachers here because they've got to be at least one step ahead of the kids, in order to make it.
The productivity for teachers would be improved dramatically if every one of them had a computer on their desk and had the training to use it. This past year, we trained over 600 teachers and administrators in a variety of courses.
The idea was to train a trainer who would go back to a school district and train other people.
I trained the teachers on how to use it, and then I also did after-school clubs for the kids and evening classes several days a week for the parents. If I can get the kids interested, then they'll drag the parents.
We really offer courses in relationship to the demand from the field. Anyone who comes to take a course from us is under an obligation to go back and to show others how to do what they have learned.
As a member, when questions arise, help is only a phone call away. If you can't figure out how to turn on your computer, or if you have a more difficult technical problem, TENET's customer support will have the answer.
The vision for customer support here at TENET is to educate our users, not only on the specific resources that TENET provides, but also how to use the internet to your advantage.
A lot of internet service providers, a lot of resource providers just give you the information, but we're there to help you out. If you fall down, we'll pick you up.
When you get on TENET, you have a problem. You pick up the phone, you call people, you talk to a warm body. They understand your problem.
They explain everything step by step in a language the layman can understand.
Besides the network of people at TENET that provide members with support, the TENET network is supported by cutting-edge computer systems.
The horsepower that we have is comparable to an AT&T, an MCI, an American Airlines. So we're in the business, in a sense, of serving one of the largest client communities that exists, and that's educators.
TENET has formed many strategic partnerships. Apple Computer, Boundless Technologies, H-E-B Pantry Foods, Microsoft, NASA, the National Science Foundation, the Smithsonian, and the U.S. Department of Education. There's even an online job database, Project Unite, all with the objective of providing further support for educators and students.
Every time TENET adds a user, you add an invaluable resource. If they'll contribute one thing to the knowledge base of the community, they've enhanced us. It's absolutely critical that we keep this resource.
Using TENET is nothing more than a tool. And once they start using it, they'll think, just like the telephone, I don't know how I did without it.
Our students are going out to a world we never knew. There isn't a field out there where you won't use technology. We owe it to our students to upgrade and to find the resources.
Teachers who make up the TENET community are raising the standard of education in Texas. Technology will be a part of your students' future. Only you can make it a part of their education.